Hello, good afternoon. I think the Cowboys game is just finishing up. I just now discovered how to one up Fallon. This version of this song of the intro of the TV show theme from the early 80s that I don't know what to say other than my video that I uploaded and recorded 2 days ago is very similar to this, and except for the hair, I don't know. Maybe if I tried like a blow dryer, I think my hair might look like that. Anyways, um, the best karaoke songs to do are stuff like Saved by the Bell theme. In my opinion, Fresh Prince of Bel Air theme. Fallon has also done a cover version of that, trying to 100% recreate it. Saturday Night Live also did it, maybe like 75% recreation of it. Um, Different songs for different folks. REO Volkswagen band sings that one good song. They have one good song that's always on the radio. It's Roll with the Changes. That's a wild video. I just watched it today. Kind of like a Volkswagen or the word folk music. The way to pronounce it is like folk, like Vogue, Volkswagen. Anyways, that's beside the point. Point is that he's channeling. As soon as I pause to take a screenshot and share, I notice the microphone looks like the way that Robert Plant holds his harmonica. If I turn it sideways, down here. This is the video yesterday. 150,000 views. At almost any given point, it shows my comment. I don't know if that's how it is for other people. I could log in on a different channel and check on my clipboard. If I load my clipboard, out of probably like 24 comments that I made yesterday in the chat, what I didn't even notice as I was recording that Roger Daltrey is like more like Tony Montana than anyone I've ever seen, besides Keith Moon. I made a video something like 5 years ago about the dark side of the moon, and I thought I'd figured out the meaning just looking at the chronology. All this stuff happened a long time before I was born. So it's kind of like being a Nancy Drew type thing, whatever. Private investigator, like, is it Johnny not McAllister, Johnny McGowan. I have that picture of the private investigator from Home Alone, and hey, it's Snakes. What about my money, Johnny? And what money? Johnny says, and AC, the first and third letter, A and C, like Al Capone, is it. Johnny tells Snakes that AC's not in charge no more. He's upstairs taking a bath, and he's not going to get his 10%, but he'll get what's coming to him. I'm wilding out because I started muttering that to myself as I hit the crosswalk. I said to the cars passing, they were going just flying past me like the introduction, the first 10 seconds of the movie Goodfellas. And I said, I'm going to give you to the count of 10. And then to hit the crosswalk button, I went 1, 2, 10. Boom. And I started going, ah. Anyways, coincidentally, Air Force One's Nelly song mentions the word, I'm going to need 2 pairs. 1 to 2 pairs. And then the word 10. I need a size 10. 1, 2 to 10. And that is wild to me. It's really wild. I'm getting so distracted though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. I was angry at Joey Pistone. I kept saying, Mom, why are you in the chat? Because I told my mom Led Zeppelin's official channel is going live tomorrow at 2. Is what I told her 2 days or whatever. Today. Yesterday I said they're going live at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And And I was like, I looked at the clock. I was like, look what time it is. It had just started 3 minutes ago. And I pulled it up on her phone. She was already on YouTube. And I opened up the chat. I already saw people were saying stuff. The first thing I thought of was Roger Daltrey is greater than Robert Plant. Everybody loves Robert Plant. In the last 2 days, though, however, I've noticed that Roger Daltrey, in his lyrics, what he says, "Unclench my fist if you can try." That's the Scarface movie poster. His drummer Keith Moon is wearing the Scarface all white suit, like in the movie, and he wasn't even alive to see the movie. Keith Moon, the drummer. I was also saying that in the chat. I was saying this band's going to drop like a Led Zeppelin, some iteration of that. I always change stuff. This one I pasted many times. So one of the ladies in there, she said, "Does anybody remember Laughter?" What's funny is I read an article about Robert Plant said that he still regrets to this day of the concert they did in the 70s where he said, "Does anybody remember Laughter? And the forest will echo with laughter." And this is the one that I posted in Saturday Night Live's live stream. And then I went back on TV to watch the cold opening. They were just riffing music. This one I took from the Beastie Boys song that mentions Jimmy Page, and they had sampled Led Zeppelin, The Ocean drum beat for their opening song of the album License to Ill, The Ocean. Boom, 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 rhyming and stealing. It's about pirates and stuff, so I changed it from Jimmy Page, even though he's my all-time. I'm his most dedicated student, more than anyone else. Jimmy Page taught me how to play. I've never seen or met the man. I hope. I went to Crossroads Guitar Convention. He might have been undercover. I'm kind of wilding out when I say stuff like that, but that was around the time of the concert from 2007 that premiered yesterday, even though it was on DVD for all this time. 10,000 people from around the world, all over the world, watched it, and I never saw the DVD. I think at one point I had How the West Was Won DVD when I was in high school, and it's just such a long story. I went into the chat saying, "No, Robert Plant is better than Roger Daltrey, Mom. What are you doing here? Go home." It's like, for everybody's information, Robert, Johnny, Jimmy, is it James Bonham? Jim Bonham? I don't know his son's name. Jim Jr. I thought he would have been my age, like Van Halen drummer Jr. I think he's my age, but John Bonham's son is almost 60 years old. That's incredible. He was born in 1965. I just learned. And that was when Gomer Pyle premiered. So this is just a Sgt. Pepper's sandwich right here. I found the ivy outside that's shaped like a spade, and I picked a lucky 3-leaf clover. I picked a 3-leaf spade, and I have it over here. I'm gonna go show it before I forget. But this line from Bee Gees song, not Brittany Griner. Congratulations. I would say it to her if I saw her. Also, she is America. I love the American government more than anyone else, and I take it more personally than anyone else when people say "my country," unless they're singing that song "My Country 'Tis of Thee." Like, I am America more than anyone else. I don't want to get into it. It is a long story, and Roger Daltrey, the tall tree, and Robert Plant, the little. Even so funny. I don't know. They're both great. They're in a similar ship. The USS. Where does it say? Oh, autograph pictures and classy hose. That's a Beastie Boys quote. And then from the Ladies Man movie, Saturday Night Live movie, we have laws because, you know, celebrities have a certain status. People who are famous or infamous or unknown have a different outlook, the opposite of outlook. The way that people, their perception of them is objective or subjective. As I get older, I think most people do this where it's like from the classiest bus station tramp or train station tramp, I'm sorry, to the lowest classist train station tramp. And when I say that, I mean to say skunk. I'm trying to say, not to say skank. Bus station skank, like Leon Phelps says in The Ladies' Man. We have laws because everybody's treated the same. We are created equal, and that's like we're all treated equally as well. No matter how it might just be a fantasy of what I'm saying. It might be a reality. It's more of a paradox. You know, is that the case that some people are treated differently? I don't know. That's the reason we have laws. It's because like you can't do that, and nobody can do that, right? A public law. So I called this lady Mom from the Mothership. Ha, Foxy, Jimi Hendrix song, and transitioned into Staying Alive, Bee Gees song. It's like, how you doing? Ha, ha, ha. Staying alive, staying alive. That's how to answer. It's like that's the laughter part. It's like saying the word hot. It's psychological, psychological. If when people start getting hot-headed, the way laughter is like even like laughing with tears is like kind of similar to crying, but it's joyful, right? And it's just a way of the body's physiology, like cooling yourself off. And I don't know what to say. So it's like we're saying hot, 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 instead of like in France they go ho 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 ho, or that's ho is kind of like Santa Claus says ho ho ho, or John McClane from the movie says ho ho, or different people say ho. Beastie Boys say that in their songs, and what aren't there different ways of laughing in different parts of the world? He. I don't know what to say. Yeah. So Zeb, like the word zebra, is the dazzling paint job on a ship. It's supposed to be dazzling and look like a zebra, and it's all like painted a certain way to make it look like this weird geometrical figure. That's what the song Dazed and Confused is about, kind of like floodlights on a vehicle or even a house. The purpose of them is like, you know what I mean? Like to daze and confuse. So I don't use floodlights. This quote here is a good one. I had to repaste. It's just like, what up, Johnny Paul? They call you Mellow Yellow, Brass Knuckles, Vietnam conflict. I don't know. Just this one was supposed to say, straight away from Sydney, Australia, crazy MFA named Sid Barrett of the flaming pink flamingo groundlings band is what? That's it. Daisy chains and laughs. Man, I went too far. Is there something I'm trying to hide? That's where it says cut here. That's where I just dumped my clipboard. It's a picture of Ulysses S. Grant. I don't know how it got here in my clipboard. I didn't think pictures went on here from screenshots. I don't know what to say. I'm the getaway man. Tim Heidecker song. I'm going to write that's why I'm recording this video. I'm going to write a reply song. I'm the lookout man on the watchtower man. When the getaway man comes as fast as he can, I'm going to say, Look out, man, 'cause I'm the lookout man. The getaway man robs a bank when he's told to. He also drives a tank to his high school and picks up the chicks that he wants, the ones that he wants, and he takes them for ice cream. That's real lyrics of the song. That is a funny song. And Tim also has Dakar, cultural teachings for the glorious benefit of the United Kingdom with 007 Dakar, double crosser. Wild stuff, man. That was from his. As I left Tim Heidecker's live chat and went straight into Led Zeppelin's, or as I call them, Leeds, like the soccer club. Leeds Zeppelin, like a shepherd who leads sheep. Led Zeppelin, but it's spelled with the British L for a pound and the dollar sign, American dollar S. Why was I going on about Joe Pistone? Oh, because West Point Academy would have been named. This is what United States military historians say. They say that West Point Academy, the most distinguished academy in the country, Joe Pistone and Giuliani, they were sort of separated from the herd of other Italian Americans. And so there's no real way to blame them for the turncoat fashion trader stuff that they did before I was born. So how can I say anything? But he has a West Point degree. That's why he was hired for the United States government. And what I'm trying to say about Brittany Griner is that we had to export justice for Sandra Bland. I'm saying that because Houston's here right now, and I don't know if the Cowboys won or lost. I watched most of the game. It was a close match, and I watched half of the last quarter. Anyways, we had to export the justice for Sandra Bland that we got because they're arrested for the same crime, and I'm a very fortunate person to understand. I don't know if I should say understand. The it's hard to say. It's hard to put into words that the justice for Sandra Bland, what happened. I don't remember where she was from. I remember that she was arrested in my state in Texas. And speaking of the Texans, if California had a team like the Texans, they would be called the Californios, because that's the Spanish way to say Californian. It's Californio. And like, what is a Texan? The first flag state that had a Lone Star flag is California, and then eventually they added the bear, and I don't know if the star is even still on it, but Texas adopted the flag like 3 years later in the 1830s. So we're actually not the first Lone Star flag state, and we still don't have a larger population. So the largest recruiting sector of the United States, District 10, District 5, that Texas is in, is larger, I think. But the state is not. California is still the largest state for recruiting for pentagonal purposes and military use only. So if I would say what I am, what I feel like being born and raised in Texas, USA, they call me David, but I am not the Star of David. Sacha Baron Cohen, Buyakasha, Sasha, aka he's not even from Israel. He's from England. He is a Star of David flag. Be Real, from Cypress Hill, frontman. Luis, Mario, aka Freeze, Senor Freeze, Senor, is the bearer of the flag, and I'm the Lone Star. That's just what I am. Walker, Texas Ranger is about General Walker in the 1960s, the only United States military general in the entire 1900s for 100 years that was able to resign his post. He was able to quit. The TV just started up. I've been going on so long. John F. Kennedy let him quit, and what? He started going on and making a YouTube channel, even though YouTube didn't exist. He started talking trash. He got a lot of press trash. You know, he got trashed in the press for being so lucky as to be able to leave and retire when he wanted to, as opposed, you know, if he hadn't retired at the beginning of the Vietnam War, God knows how the Vietnam conflict would have turned out if General Walker hadn't have resigned his post. He was living here, not 20 miles from where I was born and raised, not farther than that. He was involved in he was in the mix of everything. And the most infamous man of quite a long time in this area is Lee Oswald. And the thing about him is he looks just like Bruce Willis. And what's so messed up is Bruce Willis is like my all-time top 5, close to top 5 at least, movie actors of all time in his movies too. And to realize just within recent weeks, that he looks more like Lee Oswald than anyone I've ever seen. And he's in that movie about football, about the California football team. And the guy from Taibo, karate commercial on TV, made for TV commercial, like a real bow. What is a real bow? It's like a necklace chain that is it's a bow when it's hooked, but otherwise it's just a string. It's a string like on a harp or guitar. I don't know what a daisy chain is. I don't know. I was gonna ask somebody, and I don't know what else to say. I was gonna showcase something over here. Oh, I had the game paused. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna go right to the end. Suspense is hurting me. It's supposed to be over at 3. Playoff picture? I'm just gonna not say anything. Where's it at? Okay, 46 seconds left, and some drama happened, and I'll find out. They're under review. No overtime. Someone's upset. That's Dak Prescott. Looks like I see happy and sad now. Wait, this is a different game. These are different players. That's the Purple Vikings and the... I don't remember what. Was it Rams? Oh, 3 seconds left. Yeah. So backflip, man. Guys, big hearty welcome to Houston, man. What time is it? 3:43. Oh, here's the thing. The 4-leaf. This is shaped like a spade, just like the in the music video for Mr. Roboto, and also in GTA at the Santa Monica Beach or whatever it's supposed to be. It's called Vespucci Beach in GTA in Los Santos. They have this giant spade, and so 3 of those would be 3 of a kind. You make it a spade club. I just found this today. It's like a clover, the Clover Club. Oh, this is one of the 3 kings. He's wearing it like a crown on his crown. He's covering his crown, right? He's hiding his crown. Wow, such symbolism. Very interesting. Are you the Father? Are you the Father? Good. Are you the Father? Good. Can you hear me now? Good. The results are in. You are the Father. Baby Jesus. I'm gonna retire this one. I finally got a big bag of zip ties, so I'm gonna take this off because it means not to be removed and put on the busted one. This is such a piece of trash. A video recorded recently. Man, my mirror is so fly. And it works so good. I was gonna make a timepiece with a watch or a thing. Ornaments. I saw a Texas over here. Merry Christmas, Texas, 1984. Let me see what I look like. I, in some ways, feel like I was thinking about when the score was 20-17 and Houston was leading. That was 5 years ago. I feel like I'm 5 years old in a weird way. Here's a Bobby car. I'd recognize that from my Campbell Scottish ancestry. There I am. Oh, that's not me. Where's the picture of me? Am I being taken off the tree? I don't even see one picture of me. Oh, I still remember making that one. My brother and sister remind me of who? Are we the three wise men? I don't know. There was a really good analogy of my brother and sister and me. I don't know. I can't think of it now. I was thinking of it earlier. Man, I'm just going on and on. It's because I have these headphones on. What was I going to show? This video? I can't go anywhere. I got to take a look at this book. This body of work. Holy moly. What was I going to do? I was going to do Roger Daltrey sings this. Roger Daltrey's still alive. Roger Daltrey sings Reading Rainbow because when I searched cover version or karaoke version, I found this metal version and it hits just like in my blog yesterday. I woke up in a Soho doorway. I said that in my blog yesterday and today from the Who song. So that's wild. That wildly sounds just like the Who's Who Are You song from like the early 70s. And I have a seashell that I have a seashell that I can be like, I hear the ocean. And I'm an Aquarius. So the idea of a bow, reading rainbow, a real elbow, like tie bow, boom, boom, or something else. A real bow, take a bow. Bow to your sensei. I guess that's it. That was a wild vlog. That was supposed to be like 1 minute long, and here we go, 30 minutes. My birthday's next month on the 29th. That's all.